Hey everybody, we're going to talk about Fantastic Four First Steps. On my rating scale, I give this thing a 6.8 out of 10, a C plus movie according to my categories, and I know it should be higher. If you look at the description in my scores, you'll see that the entertainment value and the rewatchability for this movie is lower than what I think other people will have it at. But that's just my experience with the movie, and my experience with the movie went that way largely due to the marketing. So if we look at the rest of the categories, the visuals were very good. All the performances, very good. The story was very good. The pace of the movie was incredible. That thing just breezed by. I did not feel like 2 hours had passed. In this movie, Reed Richards is comic accurate, and I did not like that part of it. He's accurately portrayed as really big-brained. He's accurately portrayed as so smart that he gets in his own way when it comes to relating to other people or communicating with other people. Really accurate to the comics. I just did not enjoy that. What I did love was everything else about the Fantastic Four themselves. I absolutely love the fact that Sue was the physical powerhouse in the third act of the movie. It just made a lot of sense. I really enjoyed the depiction of Ben Grimm. And if we're being real, this version of Johnny Storm is probably the best version of Johnny Storm that we've gotten. By far the smartest version that we've ever seen on screen. The stuff with Reed Richards aside, I think the thing that affected me the most about this movie was the marketing of it. The reason why I blame this on the marketing is because I went into the movie knowing things because I saw some of these promotional clips that they put out, and it set me up to expect things and wonder how things would play in the movie. I also know my best friend who has very similar taste to me. We consult on pretty much all the movies that I watch. He had a very different experience than me, and it was because he did not know one key fact. So, spoilers for Fantastic Four and spoilers for James Gunn's Superman starting right now. About 2 weeks ago, I saw a promotional clip that was put out by Marvel Studios, and it was basically the press conference of Reed Richards telling everyone, hey, we went talk to Galactus, we tried to negotiate, he wanted a price that was too high. And they asked, what did he want? And they say, he wanted our son. And it's like, I knew that 2 weeks ago. And the problem is that is a pivotal part of the movie. I feel like is the same thing that happens over and over with a lot of Marvel stuff now. If you look at Captain America Brave New World, that movie is marketed showing the Red Hulk throughout its marketing. But then when you watch the movie, it plays as if we don't know the Red Hulk is coming. I feel the same way about Fantastic Four. I heard the part about Galactus wanting the baby, and it just ruined the rest of the movie for me because it wasn't a scene that kind of hit me out of the blue. It was something that I knew it was going to happen. And my thought was, okay, well, what's the next big thing? And there was not another big thing. That was the pivotal moment that buildup had led to. And then we get to see how they navigate that. And that's entertaining, but it's just not the same. For my friend, when he saw the movie, he said that part rocked him. For me, watching the movie, it was just something that I knew that was coming. Like, okay, now we get the press conference scene because they back from the fight with Galactus. Okay. What's next? Here's what I'll compare that to. Imagine watching James Gunn's Superman that just came out a few weeks earlier, and you're watching it, but you already know that Bradley Cooper's Jor-El sent Clark Kent to set up a harem and rule over Earth, not in a benevolent way, but as a ruler with an iron fist and recreate Krypton and just make a bunch of Kryptonian babies. You already knew that going in. When that scene would have played out in the movie, it would have had no effect on you, and you would have saw the people turn, but it just would not have been as effective if it was something that was caught by surprise. Or imagine same movie, you watch the entire film and you get into that third act, and when the mask comes off of Ultraman and you see that it's a clone, but you as the audience member, you already knew it was a clone from weeks ago. That reveal means nothing to you, and it doesn't move you, and the movie just kind of looks silly playing into and building up of that mask removal in that moment. And that's how I felt about Galactus wanting the kid, because y'all put out that Galactus wanted the kid on regular TV or online. It was just a clip that was out there. Why would you do that? I know a lot of people in my comment sections on TikTok or YouTube, they've asked me like, yo, how could you not research the movies that you're going to watch? Because I don't want to get spoiled by anything. I don't want my perception of the film to be warped. I want to see one trailer, maybe two, and then I want to go and experience this thing the way it's supposed to be experienced. I don't want to see all these different 5-minute clips from the movie to promote the movie. I just want to see it after I see your first or maybe your second promotional piece. But that clip slipped into my feed some type of way, and I saw it and I was like, why would they put this out? This seems kind of weird. I guess bigger things happened than Galactus just wanting the baby. But no, that was it. Galactus wanted the baby. And that was it. I know it's not really a fair way to judge a movie, but I gotta base my scores based off of my experience watching the film for the first time. And knowing that information and then going watch the movie totally ruined it for me. But what are your thoughts? How did you feel about the Fantastic Four First Steps? I think technically speaking, it is a really good movie, solid performances. You got a little bit of wonky CGI, but for the most part, it's a really good movie. I feel let down because my experience with it was tainted. I think that's the best word. Let me know your thoughts if you choose to do so in the comment section. I appreciate you if you've watched thus far. Thank you for watching thus far. And that's all we got for this one, y'all. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good.